Hi, you guys. How are you doing today? Welcome to Via Frequency. I'm Olivia, and I'm so grateful that you're joining me here today. Via Frequency is a channel where we explore the elevation and evolution of human consciousness, as well as come to a point where we can truly realize, recognize, and actualize our already innate wholeness so that we can better balance our humanity with our divinity and truly walk in that divinity empowered and authentically. So today I am going to be responding to a question I received from a subscriber a little bit ago now, and that is the nature of distant healing. How does distant Reiki or distant energy work in any form? As I work with multiple different energy work techniques on this channel, Reiki is a huge part of that. But how does distant healing occur? How can I sit here in my little corner of the earth and wave my hands around on a screen or hold my hands up and make these symbols, and somebody who is either halfway across the world or perhaps on a different continent can be watching that screen and tapping in to that very stream of consciousness and that frequency and receiving those healing benefits? How is that even possible? You know, it's very difficult for our left-brained, highly logical, societally programmed minds to even accept or fathom this as a possibility. It's nearly impossible. And you know, if we can accept, first of all, as a basis that we are all one, if we can accept oneness as sort of the predisposition for all of this, that we are all connected, that each of us is simply a perspective, like an avatar, an identity, and we are dimensionally fragmented down here, pieces of the one thing, of the whole. There is that source energy, that God force, that higher self, or that divine intelligence. I like to call it divine intelligence, but that spirit is flowing through all of us, and we are all made in the image of that divinity, of that whole, acting out the experience of being separate, of being in different perspectives, different identities, and looking from different viewfinders and different viewpoints. So we all come from the very same essence, and we all have that same divinity flowing through all of us. We are each representing a different frequency here. And that's why, you know, when you meet somebody and you guys just really kind of hit it off and connect on a deeper level, there's something much more powerful and much stronger going on beneath the superficial, surface level, identity level understanding here. There is an energetic frequency resonance going on. You are resonating with each other on an energetic and a frequency level, which is what creates that magnetism. Now, if we can actually move on to accept that space and time are not actually in the way that we perceive them from our human perspective. Time is not this linear system of past, present, future, like the classic timeline would be in the 3D perspective. All the timelines and all of the potentials and all of the possibilities that you can think of for yourself or any other being are all happening simultaneously. That means that past lives and all of these things are actually parallel lives, and everything is happening at once. So it's very different than how we perceive it in our human perspective. Time is a man-made construct. It is something that we have developed and adapted in order to measure our growth, to measure our progress, the past, in the present, in the future, and to delineate between the difference between all of that during this experience that we are having here in our separate, unique perspectives. Now, quantum entanglement says that two particles that were once conjoined can be at any distance, you know, despite distance, despite space, despite time. When something occurs with one of those particles, the other particle, as long as they are quantumly entangled, will mirror what is occurring with the first particle. And this is really the essence of how distant healing actually operates and works. When I am going to heal somebody from a distance or heal a collective on a video, what I am truly doing is opening myself up to receive the spiritually guided intelligence that is Reiki energy. I am acting just as an open, pure vessel, as an open channel to receive this energy. And this energy flows through me. And as I have my hands here, I become nothing but a transmitter at that point, especially when I'm doing Reiki. I am allowing this divine intelligence to flow through me. And I am, with my intention, connecting to you. And this works also because you have opened yourself up, you have opened your heart up to meet that frequency, to entangle with that healing frequency that is flowing through me. And we meet, we meet somewhere in space and time. That frequency connection occurs. And, you can read it all the time, in the comments. I see so often, oh, I felt the energy in my left toe. I felt it in my crown chakra. I felt that in my heart. I felt tingling here, or I felt the energy clearing. It is something that is very much, to understand it, it has to be experienced. It has to be experiential, especially for a very skeptical mind. It tends to really take personal experience to be the greatest teacher and to break down certain walls and belief systems and constructs that the mind has created due to prior experience. And I also just want to mention that I am not actually ever using my own energy to transmit and connect to you with. I am simply acting as the vessel, as the channel for this divine intelligence to flow through me when I'm doing Reiki to connect. I'm really acting as the medium for the healing to flow through. And even when I'm doing the other types of energy work and the techniques where I'm moving my hands around, I'm using visualization to connect to your field or to the collective field that is going to be watching the video and intending to connect into this type of healing energy. I am receiving information in real time in my mind's eye through my intuition about where the blockages need to be addressed, where this collective is going to most need attention in the being. So I can do all of that with my visualization. I can pull in golden energy. I can use red earth energy. I can ground into the earth. I can connect in all of these ways. But I just want to say that on a greater level, you really need to give yourself the credit, because I personally believe that we are all projecting our reality. And what I am as this energetic practitioner by means of Reiki or other energy work, I am simply the manifestation of your own desire and intention to heal. I am the physical representation of your desire and your focus and your action that you took in order to heal. And I am acting as the catalyst for that transmission to happen, but I am not actually healing you. That is you healing you. That is the divine healing you. And you and I both are but a reflection of that. So keep that in mind. That's important. I like to remind people of that too, in this context, because energetic healing and all of these different quantum theories and different concepts can be really confusing at first and really difficult to understand and grasp, especially for the logical mind, as I said. So through intention and through this frequency of healing that we are both opting into, I am actually connecting into your field and allowing this divinity to flow through me and transfer into you, and we meet. That seemingly magical, mystical healing can occur easily. It doesn't matter the distance, it doesn't matter the space, it doesn't matter the time, because it is all one at a greater level, and it is all happening at once at a greater level, which is the beauty of everything here. It's so incredible to think that the confines and the limiting construct that maybe we had believed for quite some time can be broken down, and we can reprogram our thoughts. We can reprogram our minds and open our perspectives and see from a much more panoramic view these ideas and these ideals. And it just allows us to create from a greater perspective, and also to spiritually evolve and work on ourselves and our own receptivity and our frequency. You know, we are all experiencing this life via our energetic frequency. That is how our life experience is determined. And what goes into that? Beliefs play a huge role in it, but it's, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, our actions. We are like microcosms of the greater macrocosm, but we as beings are our own worlds. We're our own universes as well. If you think about just the makeup of the human body, we are like grand symphonies, because each of our organs in different parts of our physical body, they all have their own unique frequencies and vibrations. And we are made up of so many cells, and our consciousness is fragmented. So there's so many, even if you're looking at it from the perspective of the psyche, there are so many conscious living fragments within us, as well as consciousness does split and fragment in this way, usually through life experience and usually through trauma. But no matter how you look at it, we are like conscious, living, breathing ecosystems and universes in ourself. So when somebody talks about frequency, it is the collective conjunction of all of those frequencies together and what that represents as a whole. We often think of ourselves as single units, single beings, single identities, because that's how we speak and represent each other here. But really, we are so much more than that. And the beautiful thing is, our frequency holistically is always easy to gauge. We always know where we are in proximity to where we want to evolve into, because we are always going to receive the reflection of our inner state, of our inner frequency in our external world. And this will manifest through beliefs. Our belief systems will always play out. Our belief systems about ourselves, our belief systems about other people, about how reality operates. It is always being shown externally in this illusory movie that we get to cast ourselves in every single day. And the amazing part of that is that you can always rewrite your story. You can always make adjustments. You can always decide to cut the scene there and refilm it. And when you really put yourself in that perspective, there is so much empowerment to be had. So yeah, I love energy healing in general. And at the end of the day, I am really just holding space for all of this to occur via the divinity that makes all of us up. But the results of energy healing, in distant energy healing, just as much as in-person energy healing, can be so transformative in our lives. It's definitely something that was just a massive catalyst for me. I say that over and over and over again. And if I can get more and more people to open their minds or at least give it a try, like I said, it's something to be experienced. Giving Reiki and performing energy work is super healing for me also. We are meeting on a frequency, literally physically manifesting that and playing that out. And I just think that's such a gift and such a blessing. So I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below. I would love to connect if you have questions, comments, whatever it may be. And feel free to hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell. Until next time, I'm Olivia for Via Frequency, signing out. I'll see you soon. Ta-ta for now.